just me and my guitar.
Hey, what's going on guys? Mark back here in the workshop on Mark's Aquatics. I thought today being Sunday, I normally put my videos out on Sunday, but I did that one yesterday, and quite a few of you guys are liking the old design of the betta tank so far. I'm enjoying building it. Now I've got the filter for the for that tank there, and I thought we'd just put it together. Now I've got some different shapes of foam which I've cut out various pieces of there. Well, let me just, I'll up my lighting game a minute. It's getting a bit later in the evening, that's a little bit better. And we've got the 4 bits of sponge there which I've created now on the laser. You saw that being cut out on the last video. But before we get into that, I just want to get into this this young lad called Jameson sent me some shrimp food, and he's from Bellingham, and he wrote me a nice little letter there. He just emailed me saying that would I like to try some of this and give it a shout out for him, and I'm all for helping people out, as you know, on this channel, and giving people shouts out. But he wrote me a lovely letter now, you know, how it's used, what the ingredients are, everything else, and I thought I'd give it a try. Now he's got it in a nice little bag there. This is his little logo. He's called the Shrimp Pimp, which is an awesome name, and he sent me 2 types, and like he said on there, he said when I feed this, the addition of a glass bowl in your aquarium in order to reduce the build-up of nitrates in the substrate, which is right. He sent me 1 different type there. One's a lighter colour and one's a darker colour, and he said, yep, I've included 2 types of food that I am currently making. The darker one contains more Trorella algae, while the lighter one contains more veggies and leaves. And he said his shrimps prefer the darker food, so I'm sending more of that one over the other one. Thank you for trying my product out, and hope your shrimp enjoy it, and have a shrimptastic day. I certainly will, mate. So I think what we could do is we'll pop this in to the tank, and we'll let that sink, and we'll see what these guys make of it. There it goes, sinks down to the bottom. We have touchdown. I do make all my own shrimp foods, as you know. You've seen all the videos, and a lot of you have replicated it and say that your shrimps enjoy it as well, which is really nice. But I'm more of a person that likes to build things and stuff of that nature. Right, I'm just going to pop a bit in this tank, a bit in this tank. There you go, it sinks nicely. I can just move you around to there. You can see that one big piece I've put in the base there, and I haven't got many shrimp in this system. Here's about 6 in there of the nicer ones, the crystal reds and blacks, and a couple of Mazuras in there which I've put in later on. So they're going to take a little bit of time to get that scent, but already over there on the big tank I can see some action going on already, so which is a good sign. Now Jameson has got his own Facebook. I don't think he's going to start to do YouTube videos as well, which I encouraged him, because he befriended me on Messenger and I accepted him on board, and he sent me a little preview video, and I found it really interesting, and so hopefully he's going to start putting some stuff out shortly. But he's got a Facebook group. What I'll do is, if I put his letter up to the screen, then you guys can pause it and you can read the letter for yourself. There you go. So you can pause that now, read that. He's got his Facebook link page on there as well. He's only a college student, really nice young lad, and I wish him well. So if you can hit him up, buy some of this food off him, I'm sure he'll be greatly appreciated, because I know you guys are have been after a nice source of food. So hopefully he'll be doing some videos soon, running around picking up different things to make it and show you how he makes it. Anyway, right, getting back to that this filter now. I'm just going to reset you up actually on the bench again so you're a little bit closer. Ah, that's better. Right, now I've re-washed all these, rinsed them all off, because that laser cut through them, and I'll make sure there was no residue or anything left on those, so they've been well rinsed. So number one, there's that one here, which we cut the base out. The way I do that is basically you chop it around, and then you can just literally fold it out the other way, and then just cut that piece off, and when you fold that back you get that nice little pocket in there, you see. So now that one now is number one. That one's going to fit nice and snug in the bottom. This one's going to house the pump, and it's going to be super quiet as well, because it's going to be surrounded by the foam, so it's not going to vibrate on anything. And then we need number two. Pushes in there. Laser done a lovely job of cutting these foams out. Make sure that one's all compressed, touching the other one. And then we got a smaller ring at the top, just to keep that all nice and level. Now we've got that nice cylinder now going right the way through the middle. Now what I'm going to do is just get this little pump that Richard from Pond Guru kindly sent me two of these. One of them you saw used in the paludarium build, and this is the second one he gave me, which we're going to use for this filter. Now that's going to pop inside here, right to the bottom. You can see it down there in the bottom now. And now what we do is we're going to fill it up with some media. Now he did send me a bag of this Biohome Ultimate, which is a fantastic media. If you're unfamiliar with this product, you won't beat it for bacterial colonisation. It's amazing stuff. I use it in all my filters. And if you go on filterpro.uk, I think it is, I'll put a link to his website in the description later on. But I'm going to put this Biohome in amongst it now. I was going to put the Bio Gravel in, but I had a second thought on it because of the smallish hole in the pump. I didn't want it to get clogged up. So now we can fill this right to the top. Right, okay guys, I've had a bit of a swap around. That little glass bowl wasn't deep enough there, because I want this just to be underneath the water level, but I've dropped it down a bit there so you can see it the way it's pushing, sucking in through and pushing it out through the top, and then obviously it's going out through the top of the sponge, dispersing around the top through the water there at the top there. I've got a little bit more water left in this bowl. I changed out the Bio Gravel to the Biohome Ultimate instead, so we can just add a little bit more water there now. So this is just going to be submerged. Obviously it's round in the bottom of this bowl, so it's not sitting level. But that is just what I want, because I want, you see the way that's just purging away there now. That's exactly how I want it, because betta tanks you don't really want a great deal of surface agitation on there. This will keep that surface moving very, very slightly, but that's how it's going to work. Now you can see the way it's sucking in through, blowing it up through the middle, which is going to blow it all through that media there, which is going to colonise in our anaerobic bacteria in time once we've cycled. And that's going to be a really good little filter, that is. It's just tumbling the top of that water away lovely there. So I'm well happy with that. That works. So I'm just going to move you now around this way. So we've got a working filter, guys, which is brilliant. Quite happy the way that turned out. And there's always room for improvement on these things. But if you look down there, you can see all the crystal reds, crystal blacks, the Sakuras, all munching away on Jameson's food there, which he sent. So if you do want to get some food, guys, hit him up, like I said, because you've got his Facebook page there. There is it. There you go. That's his email. And you can hit him up and he'll send you some out if he's got some made. I'll take you out of the tripod in a second and we'll have a look at the other one, but they're really tucking into that nicely. Now, he said that's got more of the algae in there, which we know the old shrimp love to eat, and the other one's got more veggies in, he said, and matter, and I've noticed that the other one does break down a lot quicker in the water than this one. This one tends to stay clumped together for longer, and that's his daily nutrition there, which he's packaged up nicely. These nice little stickers he's printed up. There you go, guys. That's Jameson's daily nutrition shrimp food that he's been making and he's now selling. So go and hit him up if you want some of that. Really nice young lad, only a college student, and he's let's hope it kicks off and takes off for him. Like I said before, he's going to start doing YouTube videos, so he tells me, which is good for him. I told him to go ahead and go for it, and we'll have a look at that. Right, I'll just take you out the tripod a minute and we can go down and we can have a look at these guys then a little bit closer. Yeah, they're well tucking into that. We've got millions of females in here now. We've got berries all over the place. The yellow Sakuras are just going to go mad in this tank. I think within the next sort of few weeks time, as you can see, there's a nice gravid, there's a female right in front of you there, full of berries, and they're like this all over the tank now. All the females are full of berries. There's another one up there. She's got a slight green tinge to her, which is quite nice. She's full up as well, as is that little girl up there. There's no end of them. So hopefully in the summertime, people in the UK, I'll be able to supply and post you out some of these shrimp, like I said I'd do. There you go, another one down there. She's full up as well. So we're going to have a good, we should have a good little hatch rate in the next couple of weeks, hopefully. Right, we'll just go over to the other side of the tank now. To the other side. I only fed these guys yesterday, but we've got just one come out. The rest of them are hiding at the moment around the back there somewhere, but I'm sure they'll be out later. But these guys are have all grabbed a piece of it. You can see that one breaks down a little bit more than the other one. It just breaks down. That's more leaf and more veggies in that one. So Jameson, if you're watching this, and no doubt you will be, you're going to have to give these nice viewers a bit of kitchen time and show them how you make all this stuff up, and give them a demo, which I'm sure they'd all love to see. Anyway guys, that was my little Sunday night quick episode there, just giving old Jameson there a shout out, so you can go and hit him up. We got the nice tank there ready to go, going off slowly. We're going to make sure that's gone off nice and solid before we do any more on that one. We've got a working filter now, which is absolutely magic. I must get in here and trim this lot back as well, because it's looking a little bit like Borneo in there now. Everything's growing so quickly, but it looks nice. Just a little trim now and again. I mean, that is pushed right to the front and right to the back now, so we're going to, as you can see up the top, we're starting to get a little bit of filamentous algae there growing, a little bit of hair algae growing, because that is starting to, starting to get a little bit of nutrient build up there. So we want to get that out so I can chop that all off, remove that, and put some shape back into it at a later date. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Look up Jameson, and if you want to buy some of his food, I've tried it. You've seen it. You've seen it in action there. The shrimp are going mad for it. Brilliant stuff. Anyway, guys, you're all stars. Love you loads. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next edition of Marks Aquatics. Take care and bye for now.
Just me and my guitar.